Hi, I'm Congressman Scott Perry. At the beginning of each week that Congress is in session, I send out a brief update about the bills the House of Representatives likely will consider. The bills are as follows: H.R. 251, the South Utah Valley Electric Conveyance Act, which directs the Secretary of the Interior to transfer the title of certain federal electric distribution systems to the South Utah Valley Electric Service District. The bill also directs the Secretary of the Interior to grant licenses to that district in perpetuity to ensure access to operate and maintain its property. H.R. 993, the Fruit Heights Land Conveyance Act, transfers approximately 100 acres of National Forest System land to the city of Fruit Heights, Utah. It also requires that the land be used for public purposes or must revert back to the Secretary of the Interior. H.R. 1157, the Rattlesnake Mountain Public Access Act, which directs the Secretary of the Interior to provide public access to the summit of Rattlesnake Mountain in the Hanford Reach National Monument in Washington State. It also allows the Secretary to enter into a cooperative agreement with the state and local governments and federal agencies in order to maintain public access and provide tours. H.R. 1158, the North Cascades National Park Service Complex Fish Stocking Act, directs the Secretary of the Interior to authorize the stocking of fish in 42 lakes in North Cascades National Park in Washington State. H.R. 723, the Wood Pawcatuck Watershed Protection Act, authorizes the National Park Service to study 86 miles of the four rivers in Connecticut and Rhode Island for potential addition to the National Wild and Scenic Rivers System. H.R. 634, the Business Risk Mitigation and Price Stabilization Act of 2013, which provides exemptions from certain provisions of the Commodity Exchange Act and the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. H.R. 2167, the Reverse Mortgage Stabilization Act of 2013, which authorizes the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development to establish additional requirements to improve the fiscal safety and soundness of the Home Equity Conversion Mortgage Insurance Program. H.R. 742, the Swap Data Repository and Clearinghouse Indemnification Correction Act of 2013, which amends the Securities and Exchange Act of 1934 and the Commodity Exchange Act to repeal the indemnification requirements for regulatory authorities to access swap data required by swaps entities. H.R. 1038, the Public Power Risk Management Act of 2013, provides equal treatment for utility special entities using utility operations related swaps. H.R. 1256, the Swap Jurisdiction Certainty Act, which directs the Securities and Exchange and the Commodity Futures Trading Commissions to jointly adopt rules regarding cross-border swap transactions. And finally, H.R. 1960, the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2014, which authorizes funding for America's military, including funding for our troops in Afghanistan. Again, if you have questions or if I may be of assistance to your family in any way, please contact me at perry.house.gov. That's perry.house.gov. Again, I'm Scott Perry, and I hope you have a fantastic week.